Hello and welcome to this yoga for lower body strength. My name is Jessica and I will be your guide throughout today's practice. This is suitable for all levels and no props are required. We're going to begin today lying down on our backs. So take your time to arrive there. You can stretch your legs out long in front of you. Arms can rest down by your sides. Take a moment to settle into your practice. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out. Twice more, just like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take another deep breath in, perhaps the biggest breath you've taken so far all day. Exhale slow and long out. Take a little bend in your knees, just the tiniest bend you possibly can. Flex your toes towards the ceiling so that your heels are planted to the ground. We're going to do a functional bridge. So this kind of bridge gets into really the entire back side of the body. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit to engage your core. Your lower back doesn't have to be super flat to the ground. There can be a little space, but you do want to engage your belly. Press your hands into the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings. Keep pressing into the ground, lifting up as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep squeezing and lower down. Your hips will not get very high off the ground in this variation. That is completely normal. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up. Try not to let your feet and your knees flare open, so use your inner thighs. Imagine like you're squeezing a block between your legs and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. We'll do that once more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze and lift for 5, 4, keep squeezing, see if you can lift higher for 3, 2, 1, lower, let everything just relax. Maybe shake out your hips from side to side. That is not an easy variation of bridge pose. So if you are shaking throughout it, know that that is completely normal. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Hug your right knee in towards your body. Give yourself a little squeeze and start to sway a little side to side with that leg, massaging out the front of the hip crease. Come back to stillness. Interlace your hands behind your thigh. Inhale, flex your foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, point your toes, re-bend your knee. Inhale, flex and lift, extend. Exhale, point and bend. Just a little hamstring flossing to wake up, if we haven't already, the back of the leg. This also gets a little stretch throughout that hamstring. Might feel really nice after those functional bridges. Keep going at the pace of your own breath. Perhaps pausing at the top for just a second before lowering back down. Take one more, lower and lift. Keep your leg extended out. Straighten your arms so that there's no bend in your elbows. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your leg into your hands and then press your hands back into your leg, creating that little bit of resistance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. See if you can pull your leg in a tiny bit more. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's go again. Straighten out your elbows. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale. Squeeze everything in your body and then pull your hands into your leg. Press your leg into your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. See if you can get a little bit deeper in your stretch. You can absolutely take a little rocking side to side, maybe another bend and flex or bend and extend. And then we'll come back to it just once more. Straighten out the elbows, breathe in. Exhale, press your leg into your hands. Press in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Let you just melt into that stretch. Breathe in, exhale, rebend your leg, give yourself one more little squeeze, and then lower your leg back down to the ground, stretch it out. Whew. We'll do that on the second side. Now hug your left knee in towards your body. Start with those little rocks from side to side, massaging out the front of the hip crease. And take your hands to the back of your leg. As you inhale, flex and extend your heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, point your toes, rebend your leg. Follow the pace of your own breath. Just a few more here. Next time your foot is elevated, keep it there. Take the bend out of your elbows. Stack your ankle over top of knee, over top of hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your leg into your hands. Press your hands into your leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. See if you can pull your leg in a tiny bit more. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Twice more. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, squeeze everything. Press in, press away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Take a moment to pause, maybe sway a little side to side, maybe point and bend once again. We got one more round. Straighten out the elbows, take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your hands into your leg, press into your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rebend your leg, give yourself a good little squeeze, and then lower your foot down to the ground. Draw your right leg in, so both feet are planted to the ground. Heels are pretty close to your glutes. We're going to do another version of bridge pose. So plant your heels into the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up. As you lift your hips, reach your arms up overhead. Let your arms come all the way back, biceps in line with ears. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, press and lift up, reach up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Follow the pace of your own breathing. Try to lift your hips up even higher each time you come up. Just twice more like this. Lift and lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift and lower. Plant your hands down on either side of you. Reach your right toes up towards the ceiling. Point your toes. Imagine like you can pierce the ceiling with your big toe. Keep it as straight as you possibly can. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, single leg bridge. Lift your hips up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Once more, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Flex your foot. Lower your heel down towards the ground to a hover. Exhale or inhale. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lower your heel down to a hover. Exhale, lift. If you'd like to make this more challenging, press yourself back up into your single leg glute bridge. If you come up into your glute bridge, keep your hips up as high as you can. The only thing moving in your body is that right leg. Just two more. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower your hips back down to the ground. Cross your ankle over top of your knee. Supine figure four. You can hug your legs in towards your body. A well-deserved stretch. Give yourself another little squeeze. And lower your foot back down to the mat. Uncross your legs, and we'll repeat that on the second side. So left toes point up towards the ceiling. Keep your leg as straight as you can. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press and lift your hips up. Stay grounded in your right leg. So press into the big toe mound. Press into the outer edge of your heel as you continue to exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. You can always grab a hold of the sides of your mat and gently pull apart. This can help you feel a little bit more stable in your body as you're lifting and lowering in a single leg bridge. Keep squeezing your glutes to lift you up even higher. Imagine like you can pop a little hole in the ceiling with your big toe every time you come up. Just a few more. Option to keep your hips lifted or lower them all the way down to the ground for those heel lifts and lower. So inhale, lower your heel to a hover. Exhale, lift it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep squeezing your glutes. Exhale, lift. Twice more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Once more. You got this. Lower and lift. Let your hips come back down to the ground. Cross your ankle over top of your knee. Option to stay right here or hug your legs in towards your chest. Supine figure four. Give yourself another little squeeze and then undo the cross of your legs. Hug both knees in towards your body. We'll start to rock and roll towards or rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. As you come up, see if you can balance for a moment or two on your sit bones before rolling yourself back down. So you're taking a little pause at the top in your boat pose. Use your core to help lift you up. Try to reduce the momentum each time. Next time you roll yourself up, hold in your boat pose. Broaden through your collarbones, chest proud, gaze ahead. Option to keep your hands to the back of your legs or reach forward. We won't be here forever. I know this is hard in the hip flexors since we've already worked it. Just breathe. Try not to hold your breath. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, cross your ankles, draw your heels to your glutes, and then roll yourself over. Your knees meet in a tabletop position. Shoulders stack over top of your wrists, knees over top of your hips. Spread your fingertips nice and wide, and we'll find a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale and exhale. Just a few more times, following the pace of your own breathing. No need to rush in or out. Come back to a neutral tabletop position. Draw your navel up and in as if somebody placed your hand on your belly and gently lift it up. Keep your knee bent. Flex your foot and then your right foot, and then draw your heel up towards the ceiling. Open your leg out towards the side and then back in, down, and around. So just creating nice big hip circles, keeping your knee bent at a roughly 90-degree angle. Move nice and slow here. Try not to shift too far on to the left side as you draw your knee around. Stay balanced in your right hand. Use your core to help stabilize you. Switch the direction of your circles, drawing your knee in, out to the side, back, and around. Take 2 more big circles. Next time your foot is up towards the ceiling, stay. Point your toes, straighten out your knee. Find your balance, squeeze your glutes. Stay here or shift onto the right palm. Stretch out your left fingertips. Inhale, lift up. Bird dog. Keep your gaze down towards the top of your mat, slightly in front of your fingertips. Keep lifting your arm, lifting your leg. Think length all the way through your fingertips to your feet. Take another full breath in. Exhale out. Give your hips a little wiggle, a rock from side to side. We'll do that on the left side. So start to lift your foot up towards the ceiling, keeping a bend in your leg, opening your knee out to the side, in, down, and around, creating big circles in your hip. Try not to shift over to one side. Try to move nice and slow. So wherever you're at, whatever speed you're going, See if you can take it a tiny bit slower. Make it feel a little bit less comfortable. This is where we challenge the body, challenge the mind. Take 2 more in this direction. And then we switch directions, going the other way. Keep squeezing your navel up and in. Keep pressing out of your palms to lift out of your shoulders. Try not to sink yourself down. Just a few more. Here's your reminder to take it a little slower. Last one. Keep your foot up towards the ceiling and then point and extend your leg out long. Stay here or shift into your left palm, reach your right fingertips forward. Breathe in, lift, bird dog. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Think length, try to grow longer. Imagine like you can reach and touch the wall in front of you, and your toes can touch the wall behind you. Breathe in, exhale, lower. Give your hips a wiggle. Walk your hands a little bit past your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You can absolutely take a little pedal out of the legs here. Bend one knee, then the other. Whew. Find stillness. Press your chest towards your thighs. Ground down through your left leg. Inhale your right heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Shift forward. And then step your foot through in between your palms at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. High lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Draw your hands down to the back of your head. As you inhale, lower your knee down to the ground. Kiss the ground. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep drawing your rib cage closer to your pubic bone so you're not arching too much in your lower back. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just once more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach both arms back up. Tilt yourself forward. Take a little step in with your back leg. Shift your weight into your front leg. Keep lifting your arms up towards your ears. Balance on your right foot. Press your big toe mound into the ground. Press your outer heel into the ground. Keep a nice, generous bend. And then start to become light on your back toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your heel up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. Keep the bend out of your elbows. Try to keep them as close as you can towards your ears as you continue to lift and lower your back leg. Take one more and then step all the way forward. Reach up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale. Sweep your arms forward and up, sit back, chair pose. Exhale, lift, sweep your arms wide and down. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, lift. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, lift. Why do my shoulders hurt more than my legs? I don't know. Keeping them up overhead is challenging. So even though we're focused on lower body today, if your upper body is screaming at you, know that that's normal. Let's just do one more. Sink low into your chair and then lift yourself up. Allow yourself to fold all the way forward, forward fold. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, your left heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend your knee, shift forward, draw knee to nose, and then step your foot forward towards the top of your mat in between your palms. Inhale, lift up, high lunge. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Place your hands to the back of your head. Inhale, lunge down, tap your knee to the ground. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Just a few more. Second side has a tendency to feel more challenging than the first side because we still work our muscles. Even when we're not intending to work that specific side, because of our stabilizer muscles, it takes a lot of work. So know that if this side feels more challenging, that's why. Just one more. Lift up, reach up. Take a deep breath in, exhale, tilt forward. Keep your arms as close as you can towards your ears. Keep them as straight as you can. Then take a little step in with your back leg. Keep a nice generous bend in your front leg. Become light on your back toes. Take a full breath in, exhale, lift your leg up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Can you hear how out of breath I am? I'm right there with you. You got this. We don't have too many. Keep straightening your arms, lifting them up towards your ears. Let's just do 3. 2 more. 1 more. Step forward, reach up. Exhale, arms come down. We have those little chair sequences. So inhale, sit low, reach up. Exhale, widen down. Inhale, sit low, reach up. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, stand up. Reach your arms down by your sides. 2 more, sit lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more, sit lower. Exhale, lift. Widen your feet towards the edges of your mat. Take your hands to your hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, start to bend at your hips, hinging over, forward fold. Let your arms come down to the ground. Give yourself a little sway. Come back to a normal breath pattern. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Then bring your toes out, heels in. Start to bend your knees, sit your hips towards your heels, yogi squat. Hands can come to heart center. Press your knees open with your elbows. Grow tall through your spine. Breathe. We're not doing anything crazy here today. I did think about doing a little activation, but I think we've done enough. If you want to, by all means, do some activating. Otherwise, let's just hang out and then stretch it out. Take 1 more full breath in. Exhale, place your hands behind you, lower yourself down onto your butt. Cross your right leg in front of the left. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward, fold. Keep both sit bones planted to the ground. Take one more breath in. Exhale, crawl your hands back forward. Straighten out your right leg. Open your hips up to the side, half straddle. Place your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Reach your left arm up and over, side bend. Gaze underneath your left armpit. Start to lift yourself up. Place your right or left hand behind you. Sweep your right arm forward and back. Press your hips up. Baby wild thing. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your hips back down. Turn to face the diagonal, so the center of your legs, and then crawl yourself forward, fold. Try to keep your right sit bone down onto the ground. You don't have to come down very far to feel a good stretch here. Take one more full breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back up. Sit cross-legged with your left leg in front of the right this time. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward, fold. Does not matter how far you get down here. What's more important is that you feel a good stretch in your glutes and your hips. So don't judge yourself on how far you can go or what it looks like. Perhaps with each exhale you take, you can create a little bit more space to sink a little lower or soften anywhere that's holding on to any tension. Take one more breath in. Exhale, walk yourself back in. Straighten out your left leg. Open your hips up for a half straddle. Place your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over, side bend. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Place your right hand beside you. Lift your hips up. Sweep your left arm up and back, baby wild thing. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your hips down. Turn to the diagonal. Crawl your fingertips forward, fold. Try to keep both sit bones glued to the ground. Keep a nice little activation in your left leg so you're not letting it be floppy. It doesn't have to be super flexed, but try not to forget about it. So bring your attention back to it. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lift yourself back up and find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Close down or soften your gaze. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Thank yourself for showing up today. This was not an easy practice, but I know that if you come back to it time and time again, you will get stronger each and every time. Let's close with one releasing breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga for lower body strength. If you want a complete practice, check out the yoga for upper body strength, linked right here. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment on what your favorite part was, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye.